What's going on, YouTube? Today is the day after Christmas, December 26, 2025, 11:02 p.m. Pacific Standard Time at the filming of this video. Nothing in this video is financial advice. Do your own research, form your own opinions. These are merely mine. Smash the like, drop a comment so I know you're here, and hit the subscribe button. Please, we are one away. Show some love. We are one away from 3,100 subs. Appreciate y'all. Metal price check. Insanity. Insanity. Gold up 46.34. And it's sitting right now at 45.35.87 an ounce. Silver up $7.63. Wow. $79.24 an ounce. Platinum. What a mover. It's up $173.55 to $2,473.90 an ounce. Palladium up $85.38. That's no slouch. Sitting at $19.62.38 an ounce. Gold to silver ratio below 60. It is 57.21 according to CMI. Well, you're not going to like some of the stuff I'm about to show you. And the other stuff I think you're going to love. But, and this is very, very key right now, I think. Hero bullion. By the way, this will be just over 13 ounces. It'll be about 13.09 ounces, give or take. So that's cool. I got more on the way. Y'all know me. I'm a stacking addict. And I do use Hero quite a bit. I emailed them today. They should have sent out 2 or 3 more ounces on my other order I made with this one, with these two. It's been sitting in the shipping queue. I don't know why. Tis what it is. They did respond, said they'd get it out soon. They apologized. I thought I had some 1-ounce rounds in here. Maybe it's... Huh. You look at the packing slip. Maybe I'm tripping. Nope, that's right. They didn't send out the 1-ouncers. That's what I was thinking. Okay, my bad. Whew. Okay. We're going to open these bad boys one by one and try not to stab ourselves. So, excuse me, for those of you who don't know, by the way, did y'all have a Merry Christmas? I had a good one. It was great. I hope you did too. If you don't know, silver, gold, I mean all of it really, has done phenomenal. Silver's really having its day, I would say. They're all having their day. But I think, and again, not financial advice, I don't have a crystal ball, but I think with what we're seeing, and I think with God, the way they package these are so hard to open up. Got some 90% to finish off my tube. These look like the Benjis. I think the writing's on the wall. You know, silver's finally getting love. It's finally getting its attention. And China, oh, what is it? It's early January. I know it's in January. I think it's early January. I want to say the 8th, but I could be wrong. But China, what they're going to do is they're going to export less silver. What they're doing is they want to keep more for themselves, it looks like, which, you know, it's kind of a smart move. And for their own EV industries and solar and all that, the good stuff. And probably financial, let's be honest. What they're doing is they're tightening up restrictions, or they're tightening up licensing requirements for who they will ship to in the future, which means they're going to be shipping out a lot less silver. I mean, that's just what it is. And depending on where you look, China is the 2nd or 3rd largest distributor of silver. Depending on where you look, it's always Mexico's #1, which we know. And I'm getting the scissors. I'm having a hell of a time. And depending on where you look, Peru is number 2 or number 3, and China is number 2 or number 3. So, point is, China is a player, folks. Okay, China is a big player, and this is the silver y'all might not agree with, but I'm gonna tell you something. I got this at $3.49 under spot. $3.49 an ounce under spot. That's pretty good. Yes, it's 40%. I bought a tube. I should have bought more than a tube, but I bought a tube. And if the deal's still going, I might buy me another one. I gotta look. 40% is harder to move consistently, sure. 40% is less loved, sure. But y'all gotta remember, 7 make an ounce. Is it 7 or 8? I think it's 7. And this right here is 2.95 fine troy ounces of silver. Fine troy ounces of silver. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Sure, when I go to move it, once I find a buyer someday that's willing to buy it, probably going to get 75-85% of melt. But with the way it's going up, with the performance it's making, and yeah, there's always pullbacks, okay, it's going to happen. I'm okay with that. Okay, and you couple in the fact that I got it for $3.49 under spot, that's a deal. So you can call it, crap, you can call it wrong institutional, but when I see a buy on something that is something that I can move, I'm taking it. And some Kennedys. This is going to finish off the tube at 90%. That you all know I can't hang with. I cannot hang with partial tubes. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, got them all. Okay. Oh. And I did my famous dropping one. So, you couple in the fact that silver's having these moves, and you couple in the fact that gold's having these moves, and that China's getting ready to tighten their belts on silver. Why you're not holding, if you're not, why you're not finding a way to add to the stack. And see, I'm going to be honest with y'all. If you've been paying attention, and again, I have more on the way, but if you've been paying attention, I've been stacking my butt off since about Thanksgiving. And behind the scenes, okay, I'm still paying my bills, being an adult. I'm still, making my stock investments, although I've been doing more metals and less stocks lately, but bought some more stocks just today, as a matter of fact. ETFs, dividend-paying ETFs. I'm investing across the board because I believe, and this seems to be getting proven correct more and more all the time. Tube of dimes, by the way. Tube of dimes. Looks like almost all of these ones are Mercs, huh? Usually it's Rosies, but there's a lot of Mercs in here, y'all. Y'all see that okay? Crazy. But the writing seems to be on the wall. And don't want to use the word scared, but I'm a bit uneasy with things. And it's getting hard. I mean, I've been, within the last month, I have to have added at least $2,000 to the stack. At least $2,000. Top of paying bills. Top of buying stocks. I live alone. 2 cars. Pay my insurance on the cars. Pay my electric. Pay my cell phone. Pay my internet. Pay my rent. Point is, I don't live in mommy and daddy's basement with no responsibilities. And it's getting harder. Sometimes it makes me feel incredibly poor to invest so much capital. And again, I know y'all hate that term when it comes to silver, but it's an investment in my future. It is, wow, that's a shiny rosy, man. Yeah, it's silver. What year is that Hummer? I'm gonna have to get one of them strong magnifying glasses, because I lost mine. But go over here, grab my readers, because I'm old, and see if I can pick a date off this Hummer. I'm seeing $1960. I don't know if that's going to pick it up. That is a beaut. Doesn't make it worth any more money unless it appeals to a collector, but that sure is a beautiful piece. That almost looks BU. Anyway, it's getting harder. But everything inside me tells me it's the right thing to do. That it's the smart thing to do. So, we have a tube of 90 filled. We're going to write 40 on here. As soon as I find my trusty marker. And but after the video, I'm going to have to verify that I'm putting the right lid on the right tube. Damn it, I don't know where I put my Sharpie. Oh well. Okay, these are the 90s. See the Benji? We'll just do this now. You know, I actually, when I was going through my safe, I saw a ton. Well, we still want to look at those though. I found a ton of rolls, or tubes, excuse me, of 40%, which, you know, I got more 40 than I thought I had. And I still got, if you've been following me since the early days, I've still got a piggy bank full of 40% and a piggy bank full of 35% war nickels. I'm not mad at that. You know, it's not, you know, I'm not really in the market for 40. I'm certainly not in the market for 35. But if I find a really good deal on either, especially 40, I'm taking it. And I found a really good deal on 40. And I would rather find good deals on 40 than 35, for sure. But I have a lot of 40. Tubes and tubes and tubes. Oh my. Don't know how much. Got the piggy bank, it's full. Don't know what's in there. But I do know that if there's ever a 40% silver apocalypse, I'm covered. I do know that it's something liquid that I have. That I bought when silver was mostly, probably between 20 and 26 bucks an ounce. Well, now it's almost 80. Not too worried that I'm going to get 80% of melt. Or 85% of melt. Not too concerned. It's a hell of a profit margin. Again, I'm not in the market to sell. I'm still in the acquisition phase. So a lot can happen between now and then. It could be worth 150, 200 bucks when I go to sell. It could be worth 30 bucks again. But right now, where it sits, I am not mad at having all that 40%. Hope you all had a Merry Christmas. Hope you all stayed safe. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, leave a comment, show some love, and keep stacking.